Hello Pisces, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they are feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past, could also be current. Others of you, this could be a connection, which is very much a situationship. And for a small portion of you, you could be dealing with someone you've met where you have a whole lot of energy between each other. There's a lot of chemistry, but no one's really speaking up. My method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. Oh boy, anger and rage. Somebody here is quite grumpy, quite agitated, annoyed. Okay, it's because they can't have you. There's somebody else in the picture as well. Here we have crisis followed by power, beauty, nourishment, grief, laughter, sensuality, anger, and rage. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have shapeshifting. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Pisces, right now, the reason why I can't talk to you and why I'm not communicating properly is because my mind is a mess. I am very overwhelmed with certain things that have happened in this connection. Why I do the things that I do. Why things happen in a certain way. I need time to sort out these emotions and feelings. Because if I don't, I won't be able to move on. There is a lot of mental anguish, frustration, and impatience that exists. But I need time to sort these things out. I have emotions and they are all over the place right now. I feel scattered. My mind, decisions that I should be making, I'm unable to make them. There's a part of you that I feel is very tempting, so tempting. This part, it is true. It is strong. This is you. I do feel that in this connection, sometimes we don't see eye to eye. You are very powerful. You have no idea how much power you have over me. You define temptation. You make me emotionally weak, vulnerable, weak in the knees. And I can't help myself but feel this way. I have seen over time, not only are you beautiful on the outside, but on the inside as well. Your personality, your character, your charms, your beauty, your charisma. I see that you are one with nature. Nature loves you, and you are so gentle. It's like you're a ray of sunshine. You are the sun for me. I also feel that in this connection, there's this looking glass. And you have that ability of showing me who I truly am. The reflection that I see, I don't like. I don't like what I see now. I don't like who I am and who I have become. I want to change that. In you, I have discovered that there is a sense of fulfillment, and you have all of those traits. You have the ability of fulfilling me emotionally, spiritually, and physically. You have all of these traits. I also feel that because of certain things that have happened, they have become quite unclear for me. I feel grief for what I have done. Guilt, regret, remorse for the things that I have said and done, and for the things that I never said that I should have, the things that I never did that I should have done. There's a part of me that will never understand how to go back in time, which I can't, and fix things. I'll never understand why I did what I did, because now I truly regret it. And I regret it because I feel that you were that shining star in my life, where the world around me was all full of darkness. But now even that light is fading, and that is you. And that is also why this feeling of guilt, sadness, and melancholy, it overwhelms me. And I can't think straight because of the fact that I'm feeling like this. Yes, there is a part of me that feels that you are that best friend that I never had. You are my confidant. You know what makes me laugh. You know what makes my heart happy. You know what makes me tick. These feelings that I have, they're sacred and they're true. But I also feel now that I have lost you as a friend. You are very sensual. Not only are you beautiful, but you're also very sensual. You're tantalizing. Everything that you do, everything that you say, it just attracts me. And I find it hard to resist you. I am unable to resist you. There's a part of me that's just pulled towards you. So much, so greatly, so fast. And does this frustrate me? Yes, it angers me. Why? Not because of you being you. I'm angry at myself for what I have done. The things that I've said. The things that I did. The fact that I did not recognize you as the perfect mate. As the perfect partner, I did not recognize that, and now I'm agitated with myself and annoyed for what I did. I also feel that in this connection, no matter who I'm with, no matter what I'm doing, where I'm going, my mind is always turned towards you. I cannot concentrate. You are the sweetest distraction. There are certain things that have happened in this connection. And I realize now that I can only move forward. If I try my best, I can. But I can only move forward if I have the courage in doing so. and the understanding. I feel as if I'm trapped. I'm trapped in my mind, and the past, it haunts me. I'm unable to move forward. For now, I stay overwhelmed, and I do not connect with you the way that you want me to. I still feel you are very powerful. You have this alpha in you, and I admire that. I look up to you, and sometimes I wish I was like you. So strong, so structured. But for now, I'm overwhelmed and I have to keep my distance. Because for me, it's the right thing to do. All right, Pisces. You have 3 cards here: crisis, grief, and anger and rage. Another important thing to note in this reading is the shape-shifting card. For some of you, this could be a third-party situation. Now, third party doesn't necessarily mean another person. It could be another situation. This is someone who is unable to give you their time, energy, and effort because it is being spent elsewhere. For some of you, where this may be a third-party connection, you may have 3 people, a love triangle, or it could be 4 people in this entire situation. It does indicate that your person of interest here, they're walking and headed in the direction with someone else, but they're thinking and longing and yearning for you. This is a huge card to have because it does talk about how somebody here feels a little torn and they are unable to make a decision. Now, with this is really big too. It's a problem almost because we have a situation here where, yes, there's a desire to be with someone, but we also feel that it's very overwhelming. All right. Let's have a look. I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. And with this deck, I like to have a look a little bit into the past. Certain things that may have happened in the past that have caused the problem in the first place. This could be, for example, some of you who have had a lack of closure. Some of you who have not truly had the opportunity to understand why this person maybe ghosted you. They may have just faded over time. They may have acted in a way that was very unpredictable, something that you really weren't used to, and you're wondering what happened, right? Things were going great at some point, but then it just kind of went downhill. Sorry guys, I do have some congestion here now. We're starting to get into the change of season, and as usual, I'm catching a couple of things here and there. These are really intense cards. 5 of Cups and Temptation. So the first set of cards that I just read, that is the current status. Now, this, for example, is not the current status. This is something that happened in the past, something that happened in the past that's causing the problem in the first place. Here I read these in the reverse, and also with this card, 5 of Cups, it's pretty huge, so I'm going to be reading the entire thing, and also Temptation. They're both extremely meaningful cards. Yikes. Yeah, 5 of Cups talks about disappointment, sadness, and pessimism. Your person at some point in time was feeling trapped. They were concentrating on problems instead of seeing the assets. They were not really seeing opportunities, and they were creatively blocking certain things that may come to them. This even talks about blockage or infertility. There was a growing awareness that the relationships are what they make of them. The ability to appreciate what one has. So here we have a growing awareness, and this is in the reverse, a growing awareness of the relationships are what you make of them. So this person feels that whatever this relationship turned into, absolutely yes, they feel that they are the one who really just messed things up. This is exactly why you had the anger and rage card. They are actually upset at themselves for doing what they did. They know that if it wasn't for them, things would have been better. And they feel that they were the ones who messed things up, or they were the one who messed things up, and they feel regretful. They feel upset about it. They are unable to change the past. They feel that everything that has happened is because of them, and things could have been so much better in this connection. Now, we also have another issue here, temptation. This is a very, very intense card, and the meaning itself is quite intense. Temptation, this is the Devil card. Inner turmoil and obsession. Tempted by forces that one cannot control. Tempted, remember temptation, power card, right? Tempted by forces that one cannot control. Obsession in the form of envy. And having great sensual desires. The need to be controlling. What was needed was freedom from this temptation, and this is what this person was trying to do. Experiencing the joy of others is what they wanted. Transforming their weakness into a strength. So before it was as if they were really sensually obsessed with you, and they do feel you're very sensual. But that obsession, it also was envy, and almost to the point where it was jealousy, that they do want you, and if anyone else is talking to you, if literally any other item you're busy with, for example, if you're working on a project, it's like, oh, I hate that project. Why does this person have to work on that project? Why can't I be that project? It's a strange sort of obsession, but it's also a strange sort of, I'm getting the word possession. Like they basically want to possess you in every sort of way. As weird as that sounds. They want you to be theirs. They want you to only be concentrating on them and focusing on them. This is something that I'm seeing here. It's as if, like, if I can't have you, no one can have you. And this is with that card, with the meaning of obsession, that there's just so much going on in this person's mind. And it's two things that happen here. Not only did they feel very regretful for what they did, but they also feel that they just wanted you, and they wanted to be very controlling as well. You may have been dealing with somebody here that thought you didn't understand their point of view, and they would get very compulsive. I'm seeing impulsive as well, the word. And they were extremely targeted when they would say certain things. It's very strange, but I'm seeing the word projectile weapon, which is so messed up for me to even see that word. So there's something going on here where it was like something targeted, right? Something here was targeted, and it was not a healthy situation. Whatever the word weapon, it's something that was not right. Somebody here may have felt targeted. They may have felt that they didn't have a way out, and they were feeling very caged. Target of their desire. Yes. Somebody here felt the target of one's desire. And this is probably you, Pisces, because with the temptation card, it does talk about how in this connection there is that feeling of wanting to be with the other person, but the feeling is very intense in a way. It's to the point where it's obsession, and it's not even healthy. It's very toxic. All right. So there is a little bit of regret here, but in addition to the regret, there's also that desire to be in control. This is probably why your person of interest is quite overwhelmed, because they're not getting things their way, and that's also why they're frustrated with the anger and rage card. They're angry at the situation, but they're also angry at themselves. They're not happy. All right, here I have the Beginner's Tarot. And with these cards, I like to have a look at any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have towards you. All right. First card is the strongest. We have here 10 of Wands. Now, some of you may know 10 of Wands does talk about being very overwhelmed. Typically overwhelmed with work, with life, with issues that are going on in someone's life. And it's not a very healthy card to have, because it does talk about not being able to move forward because someone here feels very bogged down. Overwhelmed, that's what I'm looking for right there. Very, very overwhelmed. Very, very overwhelmed. When somebody's overwhelmed, they can't give you the time of day. They're not going to be communicating with you, simply because a lot of the things that they may do, it may be they may not be really thinking about it when they say something or do something. So it's best for them to just stay away from you in the first place, because they can't dedicate their time to you. Now remember, you also had the shape-shifting card in the beginning, right? Their time, energy, and effort is being spent elsewhere, and it's not being spent on you. One of the reasons why they're not dedicating themselves to you, it's because they are so overwhelmed with other things. These are responsibilities, taking care of a sick loved one, paying all the bills, having multiple jobs. There's so many issues that occur in someone's life why they are unable to be with you the way that you would like them to. Here, it does indicate that this person is so overwhelmed that they just can't tolerate it anymore. And this is not related to you. This is external. This is other issues that they're going through, and they might not even be telling you. 7 of Cups. They are daydreaming. They have a lot of temptation around them. They have a lot of options around them. But they're not making a choice. And this gets a little frustrating for you, Pisces. They're not making a choice, and what they want to do is make a choice, but it's going to take its own sweet time. They're not going to rush into this. I see that they have other options, but their main option, or their main choice, and options is a word. In English, that's the only word I could use. It's because you're comparing certain things, certain people, certain issues. There's a comparison. So yes, there is this option versus that option, right? A lot of people get offended if I say option, but what other word is there for me to use? That's the only way I can define this. So either it's an option or a choice, right? A choice between you and somebody else or something else, or an option. So here, this person does have a lot of choices, a lot of options, but their main target is you. They also see you as somebody who may have turned their back on them because of what they did to you. They feel that you are somebody who is quite upset, maybe even jaded in a way. They're not really taking action, at least not here. They may be taking action here with the Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody who has actually taken a step back, thought about it long and hard, and finally, at some point in time, they will reach out. This is a very good card to have because it does talk about how this person has thought about it long and hard. It's not an impulsive sort of decision. This has taken a while, and whatever they've thought of, it now makes sense to them. We also have here the King of Pentacles. With the King of Pentacles, it does talk about how this person wants to give you, I'm getting the word settlement. Could be for some of you, but this person that you're dealing with wants to settle with you. They want to make things better. They want to have a better lifestyle with you. They want to move in. So there's this tangible effort that they're putting in where the future is supposed to be more secure. This is from their point of view. This is what they want to do with you. We also have here the Hanged Man. Your person of interest is going to reach out to you, and then they're going to take a step back, and then they're going to see what your reaction is. Are you going to reach out to them? Are you going to be the one at this point? The ball is in your court, right? Are you going to be the one who's going to approach them after they approach you? The overall arching theme for Wands, this is the 1111 card, some people call it. So there is a realization, the ultimate goal here, and the overall arching theme here is the Four of Wands, where we have this person who wants to be with you. They want a sense of closure. They want a sense of stability. They want a happy home, a happy life, a happy future. They want all this, and they're working towards it, and they're hoping for it. And that is the path they want to take in the coming days, weeks, months. What I'm seeing here is, even though this person wants all this, there's some struggle here. With the Ten of Wands, we do have this sense of being very overwhelmed and not being able to think straight. And with the Seven of Cups, even though there are a lot of options there, this person's not really making a move. They will at some point in time, but it's going to take a while. So in between this and this, in between the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, there will be a series of events, and this will lead up to them reaching out to you at some point in time. Now, when they do, remember, this is a very tangible sort of item. It's you don't have here a cups. There's no cups. There's only this cup, but you don't have like a Nine of Cups, a Ten of Cups, or even any of the other cups, Two of Cups, right? This is very tangible. So there's not going to be a lot of emotion expressed, but a lot of practicality. It's going to be a very practical approach. And sometimes that's what we need. Just something practical, very realistic, and not just lovey-dovey in the air. This is somebody who has thought long and hard about this. All right, just going to do a quick prayer. All right, let's have a look what the angels have to say about this. These messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Past life spiritual connection. This is why this person was obsessing over you. Could be vice versa too. You could have been obsessing over them. Some of you were, to the point where it's actually made you almost feel a little sick. Not so healthy as you once were. Oh, excellent. Overall arching theme. Big happy changes. That's beautiful. Very good. First card's the strongest. We have here trust. So do trust in the divine. Do trust in divine timing, because there's a reason why certain things are happening the way that they are. And eventually things will turn out in the best possible way. Here you do have a few really encouraging cards. You have the situation will improve, as well as big happy changes. That is really good. We also have here compromise. Now, what's interesting about this card is that this does talk about how the both of you have differences. You are quite different, the both of you. You do not see eye to eye. You have difference in beliefs, your opinions, so many things. You both think very differently. But what's interesting here is there is a chance for the both of you to get together and come together, especially if this is a third party situation, to move on from that and to find your true happiness. Here we have compromise. You let go of a little bit, they let go. You accommodate them, they accommodate you. And then you both meet in the middle. This has to be a 50-50 compromise or a 40-60 compromise. 70-30 will not work. That's a little too much for someone to change, and the other is not changing as much. Here we also have you have been through a lot, and therefore now they see you are ready. You are ready to tackle on whatever comes your way, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. You are also ready to be with the person that you're meant to be, who is a spiritually based romantic connection. Now, this could be your person of interest, most likely, but for a tiny portion of you, this could be somebody else coming into your life. Because you will be ready for romance that is spiritually based. That means this person could be your twin flame, a soulmate, a karmic partner, even more. We have here a beautiful card, the situation will improve. Now, this is wonderful because it does show that whatever situation you are in right now, it's going to get better. Things are going to get better. It's not going to remain the same. Nothing truly lasts forever either, happiness nor sadness. So there's always going to be some type of transition or change in the coming future here. I see that. We also have here recovery. So for some of you, this has been very draining. And I see here with this person I'm seeing the 7 of Cups in my mind's eye again. Them just waiting around and daydreaming and not doing anything is making you very anxious. It has put your life on hold. And a lot of you have not been able to move on. This is what I'm seeing. Because of their actions, you have been reacting in that way. It's inevitable because you're connected to this person. And you want to know, are they going to make a choice? Are they going to take a stand? What are they going to do? I also see the crisis card again in my mind's eye. This is because they are very overwhelmed. They themselves have an issue, okay? They never really told you this. Maybe they did. But they're only doing what they're doing because they too are in a situation. Perhaps they didn't really tell you this. Perhaps you never really learned about this. But they are stuck also. And they find it difficult to move on too. So it's a matter of, yes, understanding and having that compromise, knowing where the other person came from, understanding their point of view, their perspective. Here we also have within the next few months. So you do have a timeline. This is really good. The situation will improve and you will also start to recover from the heartache and pain, the way this has been affecting you negatively within the next few months. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme we have here, big happy changes. So there's going to be changes. They're going to be big and you're going to be happy about it. A very sweet reading. So I do see here that this was a very intense connection and it has had a lasting impact on an individual to the point where it's really caused some heartache and pain, but there's a misalignment here of the mind, body, spirit, and the soul. For that, on my website, www.asnointia.com, I have a package called the Chakra Checkup Package. Have a look at that because it'll help you realign yourself, and my methods are quite different than the typical yogi's methods, but concepts are the same. I have this package to teach you how to get rid of negative energies that are in your home, around your aura, and inside of your body, which are your chakra centers. This is energy, negative energy mixed with positive energy, your chakra center. So I teach you how to get rid of that, and then finally you can have a better rebalance in your life. You will start to feel different, start to feel better. Cloud has dissipated. You're almost in a very gray sort of cloud that's around you. It's very strange. I've seen this happen to a few people, even myself in the past, but a few friends that have been under a lot of negative energy. One person was actually under a spell, very big spell. And the day we removed it, the next day, people started noticing that it was as if a gray film in front of this person had gone. And we could see crystal clear this person's face, everything. It was the weirdest thing. I don't know if any of you have ever experienced that, but I've seen it with my own eyes, and people have talked about it at my workplace where I used to work. It was the strangest thing. It's like you think you see the person in everyday situation, but then all of a sudden, when this stuff is removed, you see a lack of gray around them. It's almost like the smoke or this film was in front of them and around their aura. And once you get rid of it, Everything is crystal clear. And that is the negative energy gone. That's strange stuff, guys, but it works. This stuff happens. I've been through it. I know a lot of people have been through it. I also have the negative energy removal package. That is the Holy Light package. Have a look at that for some of you that feel that you don't have much going on with your body-related issues or your aura-related issues. I do have a self-help guide. That is the Holy Light package. And that helps you also get rid of negative energies from your home, around your aura, and inside of your chakra centers, which are associated to your bodily functions. All right, Pisces, that is your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you guys again. Please do share your comments in the comment section below. Let me know if any of this has resonated. It was actually really particular, very specific, this sort of reading was. And also for those of you who are new, my other channel, Asnointia Audio, please have a look at that. Check that out as well. I have videos on past life and spiritual connections because you did have that here. I also do past life readings, guys. If you want, have a look at my website and you'll see that the description, what all I provide to you. It's very helpful to get that, especially if you've had this feeling of obsession and not being able to let go. If you need some sort of closure, it really does help, that particular reading. And those videos on that channel are absolutely free to watch. It's on relationship-related advice. One is on negative energies, how to recognize and remove. And one of them is, one playlist is all about past life and spiritual connections, twin flames, soulmates, karmic partners, and all that jazz. All right, guys, you all take care. Stay safe. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.